All right, a few months ago, I had an awesome opportunity to do an interview with Andy Murphy, who is just a monster, an awesome guy. He's an NLP coach, does consulting, and you know what? He coaches some real top people, guys like John Efron, Jason Katzenbach, and internet marketers, and just some really, really powerful people, a lot of MMA fighters. And so we sat down and chatted about some of my story and some of my adventures, and just really had a great time. This video, I'm going to show you a couple clips from that. We did a bit of a screen capture, but I want you guys to now go check out his podcast that we did and see all the cool stuff that he's got going on. So check it out.
We have a choice. We have a choice who we allow around us on a daily basis. We have a choice what emotional state we're in. We have a choice what business we're in. We have a choice our perspective on life. We have a choice with everything. But for some reason, it's ingrained in us. Maybe it's through society and that brainwashing and that patterns that they teach us that we don't have a choice. When really this life is completely free flow. There is no rule book. There is nothing. And we can do anything that we want. Is it hard? Fuck yeah, it's hard. But what are you going to do?
Yeah.
You have one life. What are you going to do? Hit 65 and look back on now and go, I wish I had done something different with my life. No regrets. Only momentum.
Yeah.
Only pushing forward. Only learning. Only growing. Only change.
Yeah.
Only surrounding yourself with beautiful, beautiful things. It's and I'm the same way. It drives me crazy, man. It drives me crazy. Even with clients, and I'm sure you're the same way. And you can show them, they come to you for help. You show them everything. Here is exactly what you need to do. I even, what I do, I recondition the unconscious mind. So those two things combined, there is zero excuse in the world. But still, it becomes too scary because I'm aggressive like you.
Yeah.
You're going to do it, do it. Don't.
Yeah.
I haven't got time. So when someone doesn't move forwards and push and want life, it hurts me, man.
You know what?
Then I have to let go of that.
You gotta get over it. Get over yourself. But you know, like you bang on, and it's funny. Like I was had a little bit of whiskey with a friend of mine a couple weeks ago. We were talking about. He was asking me, how things are going, and with taking care of my girlfriend's mom and all that. And he said, how can I help you? And he really was digging in on that thought. And we were talking, and I was like, okay, I need to stop you there because that's not the issue in my life right now. My issue and my girlfriend and I's issue is: are we doing enough to really grow as people? All the other stuff is just stuff we're doing like in our day. So that's not the stuff that's really on our mind. So can we talk about stuff that's really honest? Because we're past that already. And so let's really talk about, are we being the best people we can for others? Have we learned enough in our lives and making good choices, right? And like you said, people are just chicken to do things. I was talking to somebody the other day and it was like we're stuck on this point about, well, why aren't people responding to my emails? And they said they're just not interested. And I'm like, it's just that you're just not interesting. And that's the whole bottom line of it, is it's not that they're not interested. You're just boring. And so I said, well, let's read what you've been sending. And it's crap. And I said, okay, well, how about this? Why don't you get their address and mail them a keyboard? And in that, have a little post-it note, say, hey, I think your keyboard's broken. Why don't you give me a call? Right? And he said, well, you can't do that. I said, why can't you? There's no rule,
That's
man.
beautiful.
Right? And if you don't want to do it, if you don't want to do it, don't call me. Because I don't want to have this conversation. I don't want to talk about the challenges we've been through in it's all emotional. It's not emotional anymore. We still discuss it. We talk about our relationship. We go into those conversations. But what we want to talk about is progress and growth. And how can we help other people go through that? I had a friend who I've been mentoring. He just came back from a trip where his friend just had a baby. And it was really rewarding because he said, hey, all that stuff that you've been beating into me, I all of a sudden just naturally help them with their issues. And I'm like, now that's rewarding when you can coach somebody to be a coach, right? I mean, that's the ultimate thing. Is it's not about me looking smart, because I do that all the time. It's about helping other people do really cool stuff, right? Like that's the ultimate thing. I know, like John Maxwell, he talks about the 5 levels of leadership. The pinnacle is who you are and what you represent to others, and how you can create the next level of leaders. Not being the best you can be, but creating the next generation of people that can be the best. And then it pays it forward. right? And that's
Exactly,
where people are
that-
missing it. They're climbing these ladders and they're trying to be the best, and I see it online and these gurus, and it's like, who have you helped? Who are you mentoring? Because I've had great mentors, and I'm an idiot most of the time, and so I need them. But if I can help other people be less of an idiot than I had to be to learn what I learned, it's great.